2 solid years, I did everything I was told. I stuffed my face until I felt sick. I trained relentlessly 6 days a week, but I just felt like no matter how much I was trying, I was stuck at the same weight. I was convinced I was just one of those guys destined to be skinny forever. I honestly felt like a failure because nothing seemed to work, no matter how hard I tried. The truth is, the vast majority of us so-called skinny guys are making the exact handful amount of mistakes I was. We're told it's all about genetics, that some people are just, it's impossible to gain weight, and we should just accept it. But that's not the whole story. It's not some unbreakable genetic curse. It's about a few critical, practical mistakes that keep you from absolutely mogging everyone. We actually have the most elite genetics. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what those mistakes are so you don't waste 2 years of your life like I did. I'm going to give you the blueprint that finally took me from constant frustration to actual visible progress. Before we talk about it all, we have to talk about the biggest mental block holding you back. The idea that this is all out of your control. The term impossible for me to put on weight gets thrown around so much, it feels like a medical diagnosis. Now let's be real, genetics do play a role in how our bodies respond, but the vast majority of us, they aren't the enemy. Our inconsistency is. The real problem is what I call the discipline of the average. We get excited about the fun stuff, the intense workout, the massive cheat meal, but we fail at the boring, repetitive tasks that actually build a physique. Muscle growth isn't built on one heroic week of training or a few big eating days. It's built brick by boring brick day after day. The reason so many of us stay skinny is because we treat this like a sprint, get burnt out when we don't see the immediate results, and then fall right back into our old habits. The solution isn't to try harder for a week, it's to build a system you can actually stick with for months, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Mistake number 1 is you're not eating enough, you're just eating a lot sometimes. This was, without a doubt, my biggest downfall. I was convinced I ate a ton of food. I'd have these huge weekend meals where I'd inhale myself on pizzas, burgers, ice cream, all of that, and I'd feel stuffed and proud, thinking, okay, that's my bulking for the week. But I was constantly eating to the point of discomfort, yet the scale wasn't fucking moving. I wasted 2 years chasing those big eating days, thinking they would make for all the other times I was barely eating enough. I thought I was gaining, but the brutal truth was I was just an inconsistent eater. Here's the light bulb moment. Your body needs consistent daily signal that it has enough resources to grow. A couple of massive meals won't offset 5 days of being at or below your maintenance calories. For skinny guys, hunger is a liar. We can't rely on it. So here's exactly what you do. First, stop asking, am I hungry? And start eating by the clock. Your body needs fuel on a schedule. A simple framework is to eat 4 main meals, 8 a.m., 12 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. Set alarms on your phone if you have to. This removes hunger from the equation and turns eating into a non-negotiable task. Second, you need to be in a consistent daily caloric surplus. Great starting point for most guys is an extra 300 to 500 calories above what you need to maintain your weight. Don't guess. Download apps like MyFitnessPal and just track what you just normally eat for 1 week. I guarantee you'll be shocked at how little you're actually consuming on average. If you need 2,500 calories to maintain, you need to be hitting 2,800 to 3,000 every single day. And if you're thinking there's no way I can eat that much food, you're making another classic mistake. Trying to eat for volume instead of density. Stop trying to force feed endless plates of chicken and broccoli. Add calorie dense foods to everything. Put a tablespoon of olive oil in your protein shake. Add peanut butter to your oatmeal. Drink a glass of whole milk with your meals. Liquid calories are your best friend. They're easy to get down and they don't make you feel as full. This isn't about eating clean versus dirty. It's about getting the energy your body actually needs to grow. Look, if this is already starting to make makes sense and you're tired of guessing, this structured approach is exactly what I focus on with my clients. You'll get the advantage of understanding what to avoid and also what to do. So subscribe for more. Mistake number 2 is training for entertainment, not growth. For 2 years, I went to the gym and basically just messed around. I was training for entertainment. I'd see some cool looking exercise on social media and try it. I'd hop from machine to machine, doing whatever felt good that day. I'd chase a pump, get a good sweat on, and leave feeling like I'd accomplished something. I thought I was working hard, but in reality, I was just moving my body around. I wasted 2 years because I was training like a noob, not an actual athlete. Muscle doesn't grow because a workout feels good. Muscle grows because it's forced to adapt to a stress it wasn't prepared for. So the realization that changed everything for me was this. The main driver of muscle growth is getting stronger over time. This principle is just called progressive overload. It's not sexy, but it's the absolute law of the gym. So here's exactly what you need to do. First, you must get stronger. This means adding more weight to the bar or doing more reps with the same weight. It's simple. If you bench 60 kilograms for 5 reps last week, your goal this week is to hit 6 reps or to try 65 for 5. You have to be fighting for that extra rep or that extra bit of weight every single session. Second, stop majoring in the minors. Your workout needs to be built around the big, heavy compound movements that give you the most bang for your buck. I'm talking about squats, deadlifts, bench presses, overhead presses, and rows. These are the heavy hitters that recruit the most muscle and create a powerful stimulus for growth. So the bicep curls and lateral raises have their place, but they are the finishing touches, not the foundation. Third, pick a proven program and actually stick with it for at least 8 to 12 weeks. Don't be the person who program hops every 2 weeks because they saw a new influencer routine, whether it's a push-pull leg split, a full body routine, or something like starting strength. Consistency is what delivers results. Each workout builds on the last. If you keep changing your routine, you're constantly starting from scratch and never truly progressing. Mistake number 3, the invisible gains killer, ignoring recovery. This is the mistake that ties it all together, and it's the one most of us completely ignore. I wasted 2 years because I thought the gym was the only place muscle was built. I'd crush a workout, I'd feel great, and then I'd go home and stay up till 2 a.m. doom scrolling or playing Xbox with the boys, being on my phone, running on 5 hours of sleep, and stressing about everything. I was actively destroying my gains before they even had a chance to materialize. I didn't get it. Muscle is built when you are at rest. You don't build muscle in the gym, you tear it down. I was self-sabotaging my own progress every single night. The pivot in my thinking came when I finally understood that training is just the stimulus. Recovery is where the adaptation happens. Without it, you're just digging yourself into a deeper hole. That leads to burnout and injury. Here is what you need to do, and it's a non-negotiable. First, prioritize your sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every single night. This is when your body does its most important repair work and releases key hormones for growth and recovery. Turn off your phone and all screens 30 minutes before bed. Make your bedroom a cold, dark cave. Treat your sleep with the same seriousness you treat your training. Second, you have to manage your stress. I'm talking about chronic ongoing stress, which keeps your body in a state that isn't ideal for building muscle. You don't need a 2-hour meditation session. Just take a 10-minute walk outside without your phone. Spend a few minutes doing some deep breathing. Find simple ways to signal to your body that it's safe to relax and recover. Finally, embrace patience. This is a lifestyle, not a 30-day challenge. You have to be consistent for months, not weeks, to see significant change. The scale will go up and it will also go down. You'll have days you feel weak, you will gain a little fat along with the muscle. That's normal and part of the process. The goal is a steady upward trend over time, not a perfect straight line to the top. So let's bring it all together. The reason the vast majority of skinny guys stay skinny isn't some genetic curse, guys. It's because we make 3 fundamental mistakes. We're inconsistent with our nutrition and fail to eat in a real daily calorie surplus. We train for entertainment instead of focusing on the hard, boring work of getting stronger. And we also completely neglect our recovery, sabotaging our overall growth outside of the gym. So please, if you take anything from this video, stop thinking that it's impossible for you to gain weight and to look good. Start thinking of yourself as an athlete who just needs a better system. Eat by the clock, track your calories, build your training around getting stronger on the big lifts, and make sleep and stress management a priority. If you do these 3 things consistently for the next 6 months, I promise you, you will not recognize the person you see in the mirror. All right, you don't have to waste 2 years of your life like I did. If you got any value from this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for the no-nonsense guides to building a stronger physique. And now I want to hear from you. What is the single biggest mistake that you feel that has been holding you back? Drop it in the comments below. Let's learn from each other. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Check out my transformation video.